Hello Liz, thank you so much for reaching out today. Really quickly, just wanted to go over all of your online digital presence so we can see what we're working with and what we might be able to improve to get more customers in the door and coming to your dry cleaning company. So when I Google your business name, we can see your Google business listing. I am a little confused. I'm not sure if you have two different businesses. The one on the postcard, the flyer that you sent me, has the address here at West Avenue, San Antonio. But when I look up your business in directories and such, I see quite a few with this address, 2350 NW Military Highway, also in San Antonio. And it has pictures of the business and the same logo. So I'm wondering if this is another listing. Do you guys have two locations? Or is it an old location that might need to be cleaned up and deleted or merged with the new one? If you do have two locations, then we'll definitely want to finish using this profile, add the website, add a phone number, start optimizing this one, getting reviews, etc., so that you can get lots of business from both of them. Let's look at that really quickly. So right now you have a Google business listing and it has 10 reviews, but there's lots more you can do to actually optimize this and get it to rank better in Google. One of the things you can do that's really easy is just taking lots and lots of pictures. I always upload at least 1 to 2 photos per week for all of the Google business listings that I manage, and that helps customers see what you're about. They're always looking at the newest photos. Usually the new photos rank higher, and just helps you give it a boost. When I looked at your, let's see if this will pull up real quick. So when I looked at your Google My Business rankings, this is how you're ranking all around you. So I did a little radius and the different zip codes around you. For the keyword dry cleaning San Antonio, you're not ranking at all. San Antonio dry cleaners, which is another good keyword, you're also not ranking. Let's see about dry cleaner San Antonio. Yeah, you're not really ranking for any of those. That's unfortunate. See right now, so your category is categorized as cleaners. So cleaners is usually the category you would use for maid services, like in-home cleaning your house. So you would want to change the category from cleaners to dry cleaner. So that's probably the main reason that you're not showing up for any of these searches at all. So you want to make that change. You also want to add lots of photos, start doing Google My Business posts. Let me show you a competitor. I'm sure they have a little bit better SEO profile. So see they have lots of graphics and photos. Let's see if they're doing regular posts. Nope, didn't show a post in that one. But in general, so you want to build your Google business profile into almost like its own website. So you have questions and answers that people can ask. You have posts, which is kind of like social media, where you post specials, post updates. I always do 2 posts per week. Upload photos on a consistent basis. You want to have all of your products and categories uploaded there as well, which you don't have any of those done right now. But once all of that on-page SEO stuff for the GMB is done, you'll rank a lot better. The other thing to rank in Google Maps that's really, really important is getting something called citations. What a citation is it's your business being listed in a lot of other directory websites. And all of those directory websites need to confirm that your name, address, and phone number are the same across all of the different websites. When Google confirms that and sees it, the consistency, it will rank you higher in Google Maps. So when I did a test really quickly on just 15 of the most popular ones, it showed 7% accuracy. So the name is not always the same, or you don't have a profile created on a lot of these websites. So that's something else we could do for you. Usually when I start doing SEO for a company, we do around 300 to 500 different citations, which will help you show up a lot better in Google Maps. Why is it important to Google Maps to show up in Google Maps? A lot of people are going to be looking on Google Maps for just the first person that's closest to them and ranking the highest. when they're looking for a dry cleaner. So it's really essential to get in the top. We call this the map pack, this section right here with the top 3 spots. There's only the top 3 ranking businesses get there. This is also ranking according to proximity, so how close you are to the searcher, you rank higher, but only if you already have all the basics done. Correctly filled out profile, the right category, a lot of reviews, etc. For an in-home dry cleaner like yourself, a great way to get reviews would be to do what is it called? A QR code. So every time you deliver the cleaned clothing or whatever it is that you're cleaning, the dress, you give them a QR code and ask for a review in person. That's a great way to get reviews, and that will boost your Google My Business rankings a lot. Next is the website. So right now you have a pretty basic website, which is fine. But we definitely want to add a whole lot more content on the website in order for Google to know what your website is about, and also for people to know what your website is about. If I came to this website, it just looks like a sky. There's no real offers, no click to call buttons, no address that I see, no offers, discounts, or anything like that. So it's not that compelling. If I look at other people who are ranking that are competitors, let's look at Comet, these guys. So they have receive $20 off your first pickup. See, they have an offer, click to call, their phone number is obvious, information, services, etc., coupons, locations. You want all of that information to be really easily accessible on your website. Wow, they even have an app. It must be a huge company. Maybe they're not the best ones to compare yourself against because these guys are obviously really large, but you want to apply the same principles as these guys have in order to rank in Google Maps and Google Organic as well. So this is a tool that breaks down the rankings of the website. When I put your website in there right now, you're only ranking for 6 keywords, and they're all related to your brand name. So you don't really have any traffic because you're on the 4th page of Google at the highest. If I compare it to some of the competitors, like this Comet SATX, these are the keywords they're ranking for. So when we rebuild the website for you, we would want to put some of these same keywords inside of the content of the website and target them with SEO. So there's San Antonio dry cleaners is a great keyword that gets searched 200 times every single month. 24-hour dry cleaners near me is great, but the best ones are the ones that have San Antonio in it, because those are the local search traffic. Laundry San Antonio for laundry services, so I could include San Antonio. Dry cleaning San Antonio dry cleaners, both of those get 200 a month. Yeah, these are a great list of keywords to target with your SEO campaign, which would be content writing a bunch of different service pages, and then doing something else called backlink building. That's another part of my SEO package. Quickly, explanation of backlinks is it's your website being linked to by other websites. So getting your website listed on Yelp, for example, is a backlink. Also news websites, doing press releases about your company. You guys mentioned that you did some billboards, radio ads. Maybe if the radio also has a website and they listed your website as somebody who advertises with them, then you would get a backlink. So backlinks pretty much tell Google what your website is about and if it's a legit website or not. If it's a popular website, then other websites will be referencing it and talking about it. And so the more backlinks we have, the better. These guys have a ton of backlinks, 27,000 backlinks, and they are killing it in the organic traffic. So usually I recommend all companies to do SEO, search engine optimization, to rank higher in Google search results and Google Maps, especially if you have a physical location. It's one of the best digital marketing strategies because although it takes a long time, you don't get immediate results. So if you need immediate results, the best way to do it is paid ads. Facebook ads, Google ads, those are great, but they cost more upfront. You have to be spending $30, $45 per day in ad spend in addition to a retainer. Which is great if you have a decent budget. But SEO, once you're ranking organically in Google Maps and you're ranking organically in the website, then you just pay your monthly SEO retainer. but you don't have to pay any ad spend. So it's like a really high ROI in the long term. So it just depends on your needs. We can have a phone call sometime and talk about what your guys' budget is, what you're hoping to accomplish this next year. If you're trying to grow really fast, then maybe you want to do both paid ads, maybe some Facebook ads, and do some SEO. If you want to do steady growth, but you don't have a huge budget, we could just do SEO, focusing on Google Maps, because that's usually where the best wins come in the shorter term, but not too expensive. Anyways, hopefully this was a little bit educational for you. If you have any other questions, I'm excited to talk to you guys and work with you. Hopefully we can set up a phone call in the next day or two to talk a little bit more about your guys' situation and what you need done for your business. Thanks.